Well, hello, St. Paul's. Here we are at the end of February. It's really hard to believe. And with that, I have a few announcements for you. First of all, donation receipts were emailed out last week to those of you who requested it. And for those of you who still prefer to receive it by post, those are being sent out this week. Now, one of the changes that has happened to us this year is that receipts are issued in the names of individuals, not in couples' names. And this is because we've moved to accepting credit card donations directly and also made some changes to our system. But don't worry, regardless of the name that is on the donation receipt, either spouse can claim it on their tax return. So for example, in our home, a lot of the donations that we make just happen to be on my credit card and the tax receipt is issued in my name. However, Brad is able to claim all or part of those on his annual tax return. Your accountant or your accounting software will do that for you pretty easily. As we move into March, a few things are coming up for us. One is our annual general meeting on March the 2nd, and we'd love to have you be a part of that. Please sign up. When you do, I hope that you've had a chance to read our annual report and send in any questions that you have at the same time. That's just going to help us prepare for a smooth meeting, our first virtual one, and so we'd love to hear those ahead of time. Also coming up in March, on Sunday, March the 7th, we have a few things going on. First of all, there's communion that morning, so please sign up for that. We'd love to have you be a part of that. Also, if you're new to St. Paul's or just have some questions, then there's a virtual connection cafe that afternoon. And again, sign up. We'd love to see you there. You'll be able to meet staff and leaders from St. Paul's. Finally, that evening, if you've been part of the group of people who's tracking through the Bible this year, whether you started in January or just started last week, there's going to be a check-in meeting that evening. And so you should have already received an invitation to that, but if you haven't, just let me know and I'll make sure you're signed up for that. This past week, Durham region has moved from lockdown to red restriction levels for COVID. And so a number of you may be wondering, what does that mean for us with in-person services again? We're moving cautiously on this, but we are working towards planning for an in-person service on Sunday, April the 4th, which is Easter Sunday morning. More details will be coming out about that in the coming days. In the meantime, our musicians and tech team are using this time to work with our new systems and equipment, and we'll even be testing out some live streams as we get closer to the end of March. So stay tuned on that. Also in early March, a couple of our programs are starting up that provide support to people who are walking through a difficult season in their lives. One is Grief Share, and the other is Divorce Care. And Divorce Care actually starts on March the 1st. I'd love for you to hear Lynn and Karen tell you what this program is about and what you can expect to be a part of it.
Hi, I'm Karen Rennie, and I'm talking today to the leaders of Divorce Care, a meaningful program here at St. Paul's that helps people navigate separation and divorce. Lynn, you've been a leader of Divorce Care now for a number of years. Tell us a little bit about the program for those who don't know it.
Sure. Divorce Care is a 13-week video-based support group. It includes weekly videos, a participant guide, and discussions amongst the group. Also some great online resources that each participant can tap into. Each week we see a video and we have the discussion, and there's a number of different topics such as dealing with anger, family and friends, loneliness, financial issues. They're just all really, really helpful and relevant. People come a little reticent to, share, and that's okay. But usually by the third week, they're starting to feel comfortable, and they're also opening up and learning more.
Brian, you're a divorce care leader here at St. Paul's, but you've also gone through the pain of divorce. How did divorce care help you heal?
Well, 7 years ago, I went through my divorce. My marriage ended. And at the time, I was a pretty shocked and angry and lost guy. So with the help of my pastor, I went to divorce care, and during my time at divorce care, I experienced the support, the connection, and the topics that helped me deal with my anger. Now that years have passed, I've been able to go back and help people through divorce care, and I think it's been a big help for me to be able to see other people heal from it.
Don, you're also a divorce care leader, but at one time you were a participant. What stood out for you in your experience with divorce care?
Well, it had been about 8 years when St. Paul's decided to offer it, and I thought that maybe there'd be something beneficial to attending. When you're going through a divorce, it can feel like you're the only one going through certain situations, but I found that going through the course, there was a lot of similarities throughout people's stories, and that helped me not to feel alone in it. So now that I've gone through the course, I'm happy to walk alongside people that are going through separation and divorce now.
So Lynn, as a leader of divorce care, and having gone through it a number of years, as you've mentioned, do you feel like you've arrived at your healing?
Well, as a participant and a divorce care leader, I've been through the material a number of times, but I always find something that's worthwhile and helpful to me at this particular moment. All of us who are on the divorce care leadership team know what it's like to go through separation and divorce. And so we have found encouragement and support and community through this program.
If you or someone you know is going through separation or divorce, join us on Monday, March 1st at 7 o'clock here at St. Paul's. You don't have to go through it alone.
Thanks so much. Go in peace, St. Paul's.